But untying. And so the universe then has no choice. First attribute of the secret place. The secret place is a place of revelation. It makes you free because it awakens you and makes you consciously aware that everything that you thought was holding you is an illusion. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I know this is not our usual schedule. That's why I put this as a pop-up empowerment session. But I needed to come on tonight. I just walked through the door, so you can imagine that I'm a little bit tired, but I am here because I really needed to come on and just have a conscious conversation with you right quick. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm not even going to venture to say that it's going to be brief or it's going to be long. I'm just going to say it'll be what it'll be, and we'll see what it'll be. Okay. But I am going to give a little time for a few others to gather with us on tonight. But I definitely want to hone in on a couple of things. We've been talking about the adventures of the soul, and I'm going to tie a ribbon around that and kind of button some things up with that tonight. But I want to begin by focusing on what I experienced today being 2/22/2022 on Tuesday. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You won't see this again. 2/22/2022 on a Tuesday. But I want to share with you what I experienced today while taking advantage of the spiritual portal that has been opened and that we find ourselves right in the middle of, in the midst of, inside of this portal. And it's as though the portal has multi directions to it. So you have the option of venturing out any of those channels within this particular portal, or all of those channels within this particular portal, to really impact, affect, and change and shift the trajectory of your life, to refocus you and help you to remember some things so that you can recalibrate and rethink and be reminded moving forward throughout the rest of the year. So I want to definitely focus on that for just a few moments, and then we'll also try and tie up the loose ends about the soul. And Robert, I have not forgotten about your question about other dimensions, and getting into that and talking about those other dimensions and giving some insight, as well as about highly evolved beings that exist in other dimensions and other spaces and places and other galaxies, planets, and how some of these highly evolved beings have visited us in the earth. Some are in the earth right now. Um, and we're not talking about little green men walking around with antennas on their heads. We're talking about highly evolved beings who you would never recognize by their appearance, because, of course, since they are as evolved as they are, they fully understand that the three-dimensional form that we have is pliable to the essence of the being. So, in other words, they can shift to whatever shape is necessary in order for them to be able to fit in and exist in the particular dimension that they are inhabiting at the moment. So you don't recognize them by their look, but you can certainly recognize them by their actions and their words. So I want to talk a little bit about that as well. And so it's kind of going to be a potpourri, a potluck of different things that we're going to cover tonight, including any questions that you might have. I want you to feel free to ask those questions. I want to answer those questions, address whatever those questions are during the course of this. So, those of you who are on with me right now, please do me a favor and tag and share this broadcast, this live, with as many people as you can. Those of you who are watching on YouTube, go ahead and copy the link for it. That is, hit the share button. You'll see a link come up. Copy that link and send it out to your group chat and to all of your friends and cousins and mom and them and some everybody else, and invite them to come over and join us in this live right now. All they'll have to do is click the link and it'll bring them right to it. So please do that for me right now. Let's try and draw and invite as many people as we possibly can into the conversation. The more the merrier. The more people we have joining in, the more expansive the questions become. And so that makes the conversation more comprehensive. And unlike a lot of other people, I love questions. I love to entertain any questions that you might have. Nothing is too far out there. Nothing's off base. There are no limits. I am more than willing to answer whatever questions you might have to the very best of my ability. I don't claim to know everything. I know a lot. I've experienced a lot. I've remembered a lot. Okay. But I don't know, I don't have conscious awareness of every single thing, but what I do have, I am willing to share with you. And then there are others that are on this live right now that are consciously aware of things in areas that I may not be, and will certainly be willing to share. But we are a conglomerate, a collective of individuations of the divine, a conglomeration or collectives of the unique expressions of God having a three-dimensional experience in the earth. And so we can all be reminded by each other. Okay, so I want you to certainly participate, but please take a moment and share as we get into this comprehensive, conscious conversation tonight. Now, did any of you, please, you can put it in the comments, did any of you experience the high energy release that was present throughout the globe all throughout today? I started out the morning by sending out a text in my group chat to my family members and just reminding them of the importance of this moment, of this day, and what it means, what it signifies, and what's available, and the energy that is available that is heightened and intensified throughout this day. And so that's created an opportunity for every person, all of humanity, to really take advantage of this energy surge. Anybody else experience it or could feel that energy surge? Maybe you didn't call it energy. Maybe you just felt more adrenaline or more strength, or you were more vibrant, or you were more alert, or however you might want to describe it. Anybody else experience it today on this February the 22nd, 2022, Tuesday? Yes, Theresa says she had a wonderful meditation session. I can imagine. I did too. And I had to actually take a long 2.5 hour drive today to go and conduct business. And during that drive was just, it was phenomenal. And I'm going to share some of that experience with you tonight. Anyone else other than Theresa, could you sense or feel or that energy surge that was taking place throughout the day? Yvette says, I looked different when I looked on the mirror. Overall, it was a mellow day. Okay. Looks different. Look different how, Yvette? If you don't mind sharing that. Tell me what looked different. How did you feel like you looked different? Toya says, I felt it just felt energetic today. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not even putting these on screen how I'm supposed to. Okay, so Theresa said, I had a wonderful meditation session. Yvette says she looked different when she looked in the mirror. Overall, it was a mellow day. Okay, and those of us here in the DC area, the DMV, it was kind of overcast all day and unusually warm. I mean, after it's been in the teens, okay, here, 18, 19, and then 20 and 21 degrees. All of a sudden, it was in the 60s today. And then Toya says she felt energetic today. Okay, it says it was like my face was very brighter than normal, like a glow. Wow, that's good, man. That's really good. I could feel the sensation of a tingling all throughout my body for the entirety of the day. Even now, I still feel that sensation, like my fingers and my arms and my legs and my chest area all tingling. It's been like that all day long. And just that real intense energy surging. That's been my experience throughout the day. Oh my goodness, it was 84 down there. Good Lord. See, it's like it just got unusually warm today up here. I didn't know it was that warm down there in Georgia. Okay. I just felt like I want to start dating again. But you know what, Kiwi, you are going to be surprised to find out how relevant that particular feeling that is, right in alignment with what's taking place. So that it might sound funny, but that you're definitely in tune. Toya asked, could we be getting upgrades today? In a sense, I guess in a human terminology, yes, you could call it an upgrade, or the opportunity for upgrades. How about that? The opportunity for upgrades or expansion or for a more unified alignment and to be attuned with the flow, the vibration, the frequency of the Spirit, the anointing of the Spirit, the presence of God. Um, you know, wait, you agree with who, Diane? Who you agreeing with? With Kiva? Like you feel like you want to start dating? or you felt like you were glowing today? I mean, tell me who you agree with. There's a whole lot that's been said. I need to know. Um, what happened today while I'm waiting on that? Oh, Diana says she feels like dating again. Well, bless God. Hallelujah. Put your hands up. Okay. uh, okay. While waiting on the answer. Okay. Here it is. I also felt good about a big decision that I'm trying to make, and I felt a heavy feeling of love surrounding me and reassurance while waiting on the answer. That man, you guys are so on it. See, that says, shoot, I'm 55. I'm ready. Yes, Lord. Yes, yeah, Toy, you hear like, go ahead, sis. Go ahead. Go ahead. Toy, you ain't felt like dating? So let me quit. All right. I'm gonna stop. I'm starting to get silly. Let me just stop before I go too far. Before I start going too far. Let me talk a little bit about the significance of this day. Um, uh, all of you know that the number 2 is a number of covenant. It's a number of agreement. It's a number of alignment. It's a number of transformation, of elevation and expansion. Okay, that's what that number 2 represents. Alignment, harmony, agreement, transformation, elevation, expansion. Um, and and today we had a complete series of 2s. Yes. I'm always saying 222 since I started listening to you. Sorry. I'm always saying 222 since I started listening to you. To me, it's like, don't worry. Yes, exactly. Because it speaks to the alignment as well as growth, expansion, elevation, evolution, and harmony, being at peace, at one. It speaks to that covenant relationship between the divine and us and the divine, because we are what? One with God, literally one with God, and therefore literally one with each other. And so this energy surge that was released today created a portal or opened a portal. It didn't create the portal. The portal's always been there, but it opened a portal, as I said earlier when I first came on, that brought and thrust us right into the middle of that portal. And the reason we didn't shoot out or come out on the other end is because there are several channels within the portal that we could go down through. And we can choose which of those channels to take, or to take all of those channels, because we are multidimensional, omnipresent beings, divine beings, and so we can experience all of them if that's what we choose to. And so as I was writing and meditating and communing and conversing with spirit on my way up into the mountains here, I was having this sensation of this tingling sensation, this surge of energy and adrenaline pumping, and could feel the endorphins uh, flowing inside of me. I mean, I could really feel the physical effect of those endorphins, and that intensity and tingling, and that's when I began to get a glimpse into this portal and seeing these different channels. And so as I was speaking and conversing with the divine, I began to ask, what are these channels? Help me to remember, because you know that we know everything, we just don't know that we know. So we are only being reminded or remembering what we already know. I'm learning now to really be meticulous and impeccable with my words in speaking with the divine. And so I didn't like, well, tell me what this is, but help me to remember what these channels are. Are you ready? I'm about to tell you what they were. The ones that I observed. Okay? The ones that I observed. I'm about to tell you what they are. It was a channel of relationships, covenant relationships, long lasting, covenant loving, romantic relationships. I told you, y'all guys are not far off. Man, I'm telling you, it was a channel of technical creativity. Technological, that's the better word. Technological creativity. Technological creativity. There was a channel of knowledge and wisdom. The same channel. Knowledge, increased knowledge, and wisdom. Okay? And then there was a channel of passion. And passion is not always associated with romance or with sexuality. Passion, you can be passionate about a purpose, about a job, about a particular event, about a particular cause. But this was about passion. This channel was about increased and expanding passion. Okay? Those are the channels that I saw. And I heard, and Spirit said to me that you can choose to take advantage of the opportunity to go down one or all of these channels. But that listen to this, I want you to hear this. And I sent this out to my family this morning and said this to them, that the rest, this is what he said literally. It said to me, the rest of this year is going to be golden. I want you to hear what I just said. The rest of this year, within this dimension that where we observe time, which is an illusion because everything is absolutely happening at the same eternal moment of now, but within our understanding of what we call time, the rest of this year is going to be golden. That means it's going to be filled with abundance across the board in every facet of our lived experience. That the rest of this year is going to be golden. That is, it is going to be kissed with abundance across every facet of our lived experience. It is going to be golden. Watch this. I said, everything is going to be golden. Everything, you mean nothing negative? Well, I want you to hear this. I want you to hear the response. And the divine said to me, there is no such thing as negative. The only negatives that exist are the ones you create. Everything is for you. Nothing is against you. So if you will hold the perception and the perspective of all things being golden, then everything will you be golden, and you will glean the abundance and the gifts that each experience and encounter has been designed to bring you. Did y'all hear what I just said? I'm telling you, those are the words that when I asked, you mean nothing negative? And it's like, there is no such thing as negative. And I know this, but I still have that human habit of thinking in those three-dimensional humanistic terms. And so it was a good, quick, swift reminder. There is no negative except for that which you create by perceiving it as negative. But those twos speak to alignment and harmony and oneness, the covenant relationship between us and it, our being one with each other, one with the universe, one with nature, one with all things, and knowing that every moment is a present moment. Every present moment is a present moment. Present moment. A moment that was present to meet us at that particular moment in this thing that we call time. Who presented? You and I, along with God, before we took on form, then predestined and present moments that were designed to bring abundance into our lived experience. So if we will raise our vibration, raise our consciousness, raise our perception, shift it to that which is the knowing that all things work together for good, then we will perceive the these golden moments that are designed to bring abundance. Watch this, in every single facet of our lived experience. I want you to hear how big and comprehensive that particular statement is. In every facet of our lived experience. We're talking about finances, family, relationships, businesses, creations, spiritual experiences, growth, evolution, development, your physical being, every part, every facet of your lived experience. The rest of this, what we call in our time a year, is going to be golden. Unless it's not. And the only way it's not is if you choose for it not to be. You absolutely have the choice to choose the opportunity to experience a golden year, or to choose to continue to experience the circus wheel roller coaster that you have been experiencing in the past. You absolutely have the choice. You absolutely have the choice. Okay? And the choice is completely yours. And neither choice is right or wrong, but choice is the choice. It is either what is best designed and serves you in every eternal moment of now. And the only one who knows that is you. You get to decide what is going to best serve you. You're the only one who knows it. No one else can judge it, and God doesn't care either way. Let me say it again. I said you're the only one who knows it. No one else can judge it, and God doesn't care either way. Please understand this. I'm telling you, when God first said this to me, it shocked me because he's like, I don't care what you do. I have no preference. The experience is the point. The experience is the reason. The only focus and the purpose is for God to individualize itself in these three-dimensional form, is to have the experience, to experience itself being human, or to experience itself being, I'm going to go down the list here, Diana, or being Toya, being Juanita, being Whitland, being Theresa, God experiencing itself being each of us as an individuation of that divine. The experience is the point. And whether the experience is what we call traumatic, painful, hurtful, or difficult, or challenging, or blissful and beautiful, God has no preference, because both of them are experiences. Both of them are unique experiences as related to you as the individuation for God to have. And its only focus, its only purpose is to experience itself as you and I. That's the reason that Paul, in an effort, half-hearted effort to try and break free from the religious monotony and dogma of his day, came out and said, all things are lawful. And he makes this statement after he has had an encounter, an out-of-body encounter. He comes back and he says, I've understood that everything is lawful, that you can do whatever you want, that you can do whatever. Everything is allowable, but not everything is expedient. In other words, everything does not serve to fulfill the purpose that you have entered this three-dimensional form to fulfill, which is to fully be who you were always meant to be, to remember who you really are, and to experience that in three-dimensional form. And so whatever that path, that unique path is for you, and your path is not my path, and my path is not your path, there are no wrong choices. There are just the choices that serve you best are those that don't. And when they don't, then you make a different choice. You simply make a different choice. There's no judgment. There's no condemnation. There is no guilt. There is no shame. It is just simply, okay, I tried this. I experienced this. I've decided that this isn't for me, and so I'll make a different choice. And God is pleased. Because God, the experience is the point. That's all. The experience is the point. So, in making the rest of this year golden, experiencing the expansive and expensive and luxurious and bountiful, beautiful brilliance that is available to us throughout the rest of this year, set your conscious awareness to see the beauty, to not miss the collateral beauty. Don't become so distracted by what you have been taught to believe is bad, ugly, painful, or traumatic, that you miss the collateral beauty that is intertwined in every experience, in every situation, in every circumstance, and in every single encounter. I feel the need to say this, even though I've said it 100 million times. Well, that's an exaggeration. I've said it quite often, but I feel the urgency to say this again to all of you. Nothing that happens in your life is by coincidence. It is not an accident. It is not a work of fate. It is not just something that just happened haphazardly. Everything, all of your steps have been set, have been ordered. Are you hearing me? Everything that takes place in your life has purpose, and it is by design. Every encounter, every word that you hear, every experience, every situation, every circumstance, it is designed for you. It is purposed for you, predestined for you, and it is designed to serve you and bring a gift that causes your life to be more expansive, more bountiful, more beautiful, and your conscious awareness to become expanded, and more you become more brilliant than what you already are. Are you understanding what I'm saying? And what this energy surge today, this portal that has opened these channels within this portal where relationships, romance, and relationships are concerning. And every one of you that mentioned that, I'm telling you, be open. Do not allow the baggage. And y'all, please pay attention to what I'm just saying to you right now, because I know there are more of you than just the couple of people who said that they were ready to start dating again. There's some others of you who are the same way, but you didn't say it in the comments. Maybe you're just too ashamed, too embarrassed, or whatever. But please don't carry the baggage of trauma. Yes, and toxicity that you drug along from past experiences. Go back and transmute that energy. Are you hearing me? Instead of it being traumatic, instead of it being toxic, instead of it being hurtful, take that raw material, that energy, that dark matter, that dark energy, and transmute it. Become the spiritual, walk in your spiritual alchemy, and make it into that which best serves you as you open your heart to love and experience being loved, to embrace and experience being embraced, to enter into relationships and allowing others to be in relationship with you. You have got to be open, not guarded, not cautious, not scared, not careful. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Careful, full of care. No, you don't need to be full of care. You don't need to be cautious. You don't need to be full of care. You don't need to be scared. You don't need to be intimidated. What you need to be is completely open, because all things, it also encompasses your relationships. All things. No, you can't tell me get my heart, bro. It's working together for my good. Yeah, it is. Because it can teach you not to get your heart, bro. Not by not having expectations, not by changing the particular person or any other thing like that, but changing your perception about the relationships and as it relates to who you really are, and setting unrealistic expectations of the person as well as yourself, placing a demand on someone to be something other than who they are. Relationships are not about property. You are not becoming someone's property, nor are you taking possession of someone else and making them your property. You are allowing them to be their authentic self while you continue to be your authentic self. And then you come together in a harmonious union that serves the highest good for both of you. for as long as that is, whether it's, for a year, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, or 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 35 days, whatever that is. And if when it no longer serves you, then you're able to depart without bitterness and resentment and anger and malice and strife, because you entered in with the right mindset and you had the kind of conscious conversations that are necessary in order to make sure that you are clear entering in to this relationship. Are you understanding what I'm saying? This is an opportunity for you to experience the kind of romantic, sexual, intimate relationship that you have craved, that you have desired, and to do so from a healthy mindset. Let me say that again. You can have the kind of intimate, sexual, loving relationship that you have craved and desired, but to do so from a healthy mindset rather than from a dysfunctional, ill-informed mindset that is filled with unrealistic expectations, that has been shaped and molded by society, by culture, by religion, by family, by environment. Are you hearing what I'm saying? But to expansively release yourself from those prisons, from those rules, laws, regulations, and dogmas, and figure out what best serves you. Not mirroring or mimicking or patterning your relationship on on someone else's that you have observed and looked from the outside and decided, I want a relationship like that. You only see what you see on Facebook and Instagram and what they show you when they show up at an event. You don't know the depths of that relationship. You don't know the functionality. You don't know how it operates. There are things that operate and may be harmonious for them that absolutely would drive you nuts. Okay? So find out what best serves you. And then when you find the person or meet the person, encounter the person or persons that best suit you, serve that good, that desire within you, then have the conscious open conversation and enter in with an understanding that we are two whole individuals that are seeking to fulfill our own highest good, and that this relationship serves the good for the both of us. Not what you gonna do for me, not what I'm gonna do for you, but what the relationship can do for the both of us, what we can exchange. That's what covenant is about. It's an exchange of weaknesses for strength and strengths for weaknesses. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So take advantage of the opportunity, but come in with an open heart and an open mind. If you are still carrying baggage, toxicity, fear, and doubt, and all of these other, you are full of care or careful, full of care, then you are not ready. You have some inner work to do, some shadow work to do. You need to deal with your own darkness, your own shadow, and fill those places with light so that you can enter in fully and openly and give yourself wholly to the relationship. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Are y'all hearing me? I know. This is not what we are accustomed to hearing, especially in religious settings. But religion has gotten this thing all wrong, and that's the reason why the divorce rate is so bad and so far up amongst religious people. Our whole idea and concepts around marriage is absolutely topsy-turvy, wrong, and made up. Not given by God, made up by a bunch of people in the name of God, And we just sat there and co-signed along with it, trying to live a reality that doesn't serve us. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Yes? Oh, I'm sorry. I got comments popping up and I just kept going. Let me go back. Hold on. Let me go back. Okay. The rest of the year is going to be golden, filled with abundance of growth. Okay, so you wrote it down for me. Very good. Yes, everybody, y'all read that. I have been getting memories sort of like a life review, showing me how I could have handled things differently and better. That's the opportunity to transmute. Yes, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Yes. Okay. Leave the baggage at the train station. Absolutely. Yes. Leave it at the train station. Okay. And just get brand new luggage when you get on the love train. I love it. Yvette, I tell you what, you something else. I love you, girl. All right. I'm glad you said that because I'm feeling all those things. Okay. So you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. When you start to feel that desire to start dating, to be intimate again, to open yourself and be in relationship with someone again, that is also a clear indication that it's time to unpack your suitcase. As she said, leave the luggage at the train station. Start unpacking those luggages. Start opening those closets, those dress drawers, and pulling out all the gunk and the junk that's there, and get real and get honest with yourself before you go and inflict a whole bunch of unnecessary nonsense on somebody else. Y'all not gonna hear me up in here tonight. Come on. Okay? Go ahead and unpack so that you can be prepared. You can be prepared. I'm gonna tell you one of the things that just sometimes it just irritates my soul. And I know that's a choice. I choose to be irritated by it. I allow it to irritate me. It irritates my soul to see a lot of these posts being put up on Facebook and Instagram and social media all over. You know, if a man wants you, he'll do cha 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 cha. If a woman wants a man, she'll do cha 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 cha. All of it is a bunch of nonsense. All of it is a bunch of nonsense, and it's one of the reasons why it's so hard for people to get together today, because you have all of these nonsensical ideologies and beliefs about what a man is supposed to be and what a woman is supposed to be, and you got a bunch of bitter Bettys trying to tell you what a man is supposed to be, and a lot of bad Bobs trying to tell you what a woman is supposed to be, when in fact what you need to be concerned with is, who are you? Not what he's supposed to be or she's supposed to be. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Where are you? What's going on with you? Because your only enemy is inner me. Who are you? Because you attract who you are. The vibrational signals, the vibrational frequency that you release is like a magnet. It is reduplicating itself and will bring different aspects of itself into your path. So you are attracting another version of you, a different aspect of you. Whatever happens to be your dominant thought, that's why you keep having the same repetitive kinds of relationships again and again and again. It's not because all men are this way and all women are that way. It's because you refuse to look inward and fix the real problem, and that's what's going on inside of your psyche, your psyche, your consciousness, your soul, to fix what's going on inwardly so that your vibrational frequency shifts and begins to attract that which is like itself. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Oh, y'all commenting a lot tonight. Let me catch you. Hold on. I think we tend to look at our parents and grandparents as models of what marriage is supposed to be like, but we have to remember that the other person was not raised like it. Yes, exactly. But also, no one else's marriage or relationship is a model for yours. There is no model. I hate to break it to y'all. There are no models. There are no two relationships that are alike. There are no models. What works for one may not work for the other. You have to figure out what works for you, what best serves you. What best serves you? Okay? What best serves you? What suits you? What aligns with you? What pushes you forward? Brings out the best parts of you? What empowers you? Okay? Marriage is just like a full-time job. It can be a great benefit if you enjoy it, and the person for who they are. Ladies, Boaz is dead. Yeah. And Boaz wasn't. Listen, that whole story has been misinterpreted and misappropriated and mistold over. Do you really know? Go back and read that story again and you'll figure out how in the world did how she get Boaz? How did Ruth get Boaz? It wasn't just her out there gleaning in the field and he saw her and fell in love and was like, ooh, I'm going to marry her. That is not how it goes. That is what the preachers tell y'all from the pulpit. They go back and read the story again. Read that allegory again, and you will find out that Boaz and Ruth got together because Ruth pulled a little chicanery up in there and knew how to get to the brother. And it wasn't by gleaning in no field. That just gave him a teaser of what he could get and what he could have. But he woke up one night and she was laying up there in the bed with him, butt naked. Snuck into his tent, climbed into the bed, butt naked with him. And he's like, well, since you here. And it was Naomi's idea. Go back and read the story for real. Go back and read the story. I promise you, I'm telling you the truth. Go back and read the story. Naomi was the one who told her to do it. And she was, okay, never mind. I ain't going to go no further than that. I'm going to leave it right there. But yeah, so, forget all that stuff about our Boaz and all the rest of that. That's just nonsense. That's people misinterpreting a text and taking it over into something that it never was. Okay? So if I'm attracting nobody, what does that mean? It means that you're attracting nobody. That means you need to check your fear, check your intimidation, check your trauma, check your mainly that fear that's putting up the wall, that's causing you to be so careful, so cautious that it causes you to be hard, and so you give off that vibration. I mean, you become unapproachable. Check your fear. Check your fear. Okay? We make our own model for ourselves. Absolutely. We'll know if the work you have been doing on yourself is working is when you get in a relationship. You got that right. You'll find out quick. Naomi pimped her out. Yeah, she did. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, you met Naomi. That's right. She pimped her out. Like, girl, look, you want that man? Let me tell you what you need to do, because we need to get this brother right here. This is a rich man. He going to make it good for all of us. Go back and read the story. You'll be shocked. Okay? That's just like that whole Proverbs. I'm a Proverbs 31 woman. Really? Really? You know who wrote Proverbs 31 or who's purported to have wrote it? Solomon. Solomon, the pimp daddy, the hoe with his pimp cup. All 1,200 women. And went through all of them, and then came after he finished up with the last of the 1,200 said, who can find a virtuous woman? Because he sure had tried. And y'all listening to him. You listening to him about who's virtuous. You listening to someone who is probably one of the most unvirtuous people that you've ever heard, ever seen, ever encountered, tell you about what virtue is. I'm a Proverbs 31 woman. You silly. You silly. Patting yourself after some example of something written by somebody in a book. Man, be your authentic self. Be your whole, healthy self. Okay? Yes, exactly. And then find out he's a no good ass. Lord have mercy. You're a mess. You're a mess. Okay? So the portal is open. The portal is open and these channels are available. Now we talked about relations. Do I want to talk about technological creativity? Technological creativity. That doesn't mean that you're going to invent some software. Some of you may. Some of you may. I don't know who's listening to me and who's out there. Some of you may be very technologically savvy and creating certain technologies and softwares and other things that can be used. But there are also others of you that will learn how to use this technology in new and creative ways that will create a stream of income or multiple streams of income for you. Learning how to use and manipulate these different technologies because we are living in a technological age, the information age, the age of Aquarius. So you learn how to use these technologies in creative, new, innovative ways that disrupt the old systems that create multiple streams of income coming into your life. Don't shy away from technology. Learn all you can about it and use it to your highest ability. And what you don't be afraid to ask someone to help you, to assist you along the way. And don't be the old dog who won't learn new tricks. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Remember, you know this stuff already. You just need to be reminded. So don't be too prideful to let someone remind you of what you know, and you'll be surprised at how quickly that you'll pick up on it. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That channel is open. Technological creativity to advance in those areas, to create multiple streams of income, to create conveniences that will help you, and not only you, but all of humanity as well. It is open. That channel of passion. This is a great time for you to sit quietly with your soul and feel as well as listen to its direction. Listen to what it is saying. Listen to the direction that is emerging from within you. This is a great time for you to take the moments and sit quietly with your soul. After some time in meditation focused upon those things that you are consciously and cognitively aware of, then after that, sit quietly and just sense and feel and listen to the vibration of your soul, your feelings, as they begin to nudge and unction you here or there. Oh, Sabbath. Why, man, good night. While I am even saying this, I just heard very clearly and picked up a very strong sense that there are three of you that are on here right now that have already had different unctionings that emerged in your soul. You knew that it was a God thing. You knew that it was divine. You knew that it was dynamic, and you have ignored it and let the moment pass. But now the moment is revisited. And as you remember those unctions, that same unction and feeling is going to repeat itself. You heard it, you sensed it, you knew it, and you ignored it. Three of you, you ignored it. You ignored it. You ignored it. You knew that you were supposed to take this step or make this move or do this thing, and you sat back and ignored it, or you procrastinated and pushed it here and pushed it there and haven't done anything with it, and yet you let it pass by, and then you have the nerve to sit and complain about your what you call your present circumstances. But you created your present circumstances by the decisions and choices that you've made and the lack thereof of decisions and choices. You created these circumstances, and only you can change the circumstance and the situation and create the kind that best serves you by listening to he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. He that hath an ear to hear, an ear to hear, an ear to hear, let him hear what the Spirit is speaking and emerging within you and directing you, unctioning you to do. You thought because you didn't hear words floating around in the atmosphere that, okay, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just me feeling this way. No. You know better. You were certain at the moment that you sensed it, that you felt it, that you heard it. You were absolutely certain of it, and you sat there and talked yourself out. I'm giving words of knowledge now. You talk yourself out of it. And talk yourself right back into that cycle, that same old cycle that you've been going through, that merry-go-round that you've been riding for years. Now, what are you gonna do about it? Because there's no amount of praying and oil and hands slapped on your head and Messiah and prophesying and anything else that's gonna change a doggone thing if you don't change your mind and begin to pursue, go after, and recover all. You gotta go get it. You gotta go get it. And making major moves is never an issue. The issue is always us wanting to drag along with us things that we need to leave behind. The issue is with us is understanding how the walk or the operation and the functionality of faith and its purpose really is. That it's not about money, it's not about houses and cars and lands and faith to get a husband or wife or did that. You don't need faith for that. You just need to act and decide and go get what you want. That's all you need to do. You need faith to follow those unctions, to follow the leadership of the Spirit that is emerging within you, unctioning you to head in a direction, to do a thing, to make a decision that you don't see with your natural eye, you can't comprehend in your conscious mind, but you know that this is what you are being urged to do. That is what's called walking by faith. Not because you riding around on E, man. You riding around on E is stupid. Stop and get some gas, silly. No, but walking by faith is when you have received the unction, get up from there, leave your kindred and all your family and go into a land that I will show you. Make a decision, make a choice, head in a direction, launch out into a deep that you can't cognitively, consciously see, but you have felt, sensed, and heard the voice of God urging you, unctioning you to do so. That's when you exercise real faith. And so with this portal being open, man, you got this opportunity to head down this channel and passionately pursue your purpose. Passionately, fervently, energetically, with dogged tenacity, go after your original intent for being released into the earth. You can either keep making excuses or you can make moves. Whoa, good God, have mercy. Lord have mercy. That registered right there. I know that registered right there. I said you can either keep making excuses or you can start making some moves. Now what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You don't need not another prophecy. You don't need not another word. You don't need another You need some courage and some faith. Now, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Take another trip around this merry-go-round? Keep going around this Ferris wheel? Get stuck at the top where you can see the whole world, the expanse of the city out there, but you can't experience it? You're going to sit up there on the mountain and just look over and see the promised land, but you're not going to go in? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What you waiting on? You waiting on Moses? Be your own Moses. Be your own Moses. Be your own prophet. You don't need another person to be your prophet. Be your own prophet. Speak to yourself. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Oh, I didn't know I was heading down here, but that wasn't my intent. I was going to talk about some more things with the adventures of the soul. But man, I'm telling you, I feel that urgency. I feel that just pushing up through me. Be your own prophet. And take advantage of this opportunity, this energy surge, this open channel, this portal that you are standing in the midst of, and do this time what you have neglected and procrastinated about doing before. Go ahead and do it. Go. Launch out. Start the business. Write the book. Create the website. Whatever it is. I don't know. You know. Pack your stuff and move. You know what it is. But for your sake, I was about to say for God's sake, which is the same thing. For your sake, stop marking time. Stop standing still. Stop running scared. Get your tail from between your legs. And go for it. Go for it, because all you do is win. You cannot lose. You cannot lose. There is no such thing as loss. There is no such thing as failure. There is no such thing. No such thing. Either way, you succeed. You are growing, you are learning, you are expanding, you are experiencing. So you succeed. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Go ahead. Launch out on your own. Be your own boss. Be your own prophet. Go on the date. Quit being scared. Quit being a punk. It's just a date. Dinner and a conversation. Go. Say yes. I don't know. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. I don't know if I can trust them. I ain't asked you to give them your social security number. Good Lord. Go on a date. You're just going to have some pasta and a conversation. Good Lord of mercy. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Oh man, I'm way over time. I didn't know I'd been on this long. I told you I'm gonna be as long as I need to be. I'm gonna be as long as I need to be. Because I don't sense that I need to stop right here. I feel like I need to keep reinforcing this again and again and again and again and again and again because of the time, because of the portal. Your soul resists more than anything else. Your soul resists limitation. The frustration of the soul is limitations. It has limited itself enough by limiting itself to the confines of this three-dimensional form during our waking hours. Please don't limit it because you choose fear over faith. What if it don't work? What if it does? I don't want to look like that. Pride. You worried about what you look like. You worried about what people gonna think. How long you gonna be worried? Allow the possibility of what others may think to paralyze you. Live, man. Be free. Do what serves you best. Do what serves you best. What causes you happiness and joy? What gives you fulfillment? What uplifts you? Are you hearing me? Does it uplift you? Does it bring you joy? Does it give you fulfillment? Does it represent who you really are, who you desire to be? Go and be it. Be it. Be it. You're not wanting it. You have it. You are it. Are you hearing me? You are not wanting it, needing it. You are it. You have no want, no lack, no need. You are it. You have it because you are it. And the moment you wrap your mind around that, the moment you fully embrace that, is the moment you will begin to see everything shift, because the universe will align itself in harmony, in covenant with that vibrational energy that you are releasing. That being, not seeking to have, but being it. I am prosperous. I am happy. I am creative. I am strong. I am healthy. I am happy. I am romantic. I am passionate. I am sexual. I am sensual. I am brilliant. I am beautiful. And the universe will come into agreement and begin to mirror back to you who you are. Now, who are you? Who you be? Who are you? And it's not enough for you to just say the words out of your mouth, and that's good. Declare, but you can speak it and declare it by faith, and all of it. That's wonderful. Speak it, name it, claim it, blab it, grab it, all that stuff. Yeah, okay, fine. But if your most dominant thought is not in alignment with the words that are coming out of your mouth, then you got to keep saying it until your mind comes into alignment, because there has to be that thought, word, deed alignment. That's the key. You know that. That's the pattern of creation. Thought, words, deed. All three of them in alignment. My thoughts are reflected in my words, are reflected in my actions. And so if my thought is in one place and my words are in another place and my action, then I need to bring my words and my actions into alignment and continuously repeat them until my thoughts join up. And vice versa, and all the way around. If my words are one way and my thoughts are in another way, or my actions another way, the two will bring the other into alignment. But you can't keep waiting around for abracadabra, hocus pocus. You have to be your own alchemist. You are a spiritual alchemist. You were born with the alchemy within your bones. So you can make gold out of straw, diamonds out of mountains. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You produce the light out of darkness. You are an alchemist at your nature, at your core, because you are omni-active, constantly creating in every eternal moment of now, the next moment that you will step into. You have the authority, ability, and capacity to turn mountains into gold mines, to turn straw into gold, to turn darkness into light, tragedy into triumph. It's up to you, but you're not going to do anything just sitting there. So why sit you here until you die? Until you mentally, emotionally, soulish, psychologically die. You need to decide tonight, I'm not letting another opportunity pass me by. Not one. I'm going to take the opportunity to experience whatever it is that I desire. I don't care what it is, from one end of the globe to the next, from one end of the spectrum to the other. If you desire to experience it, go for it, without guilt, without shame, without worry. Toss off those legalistic, dogmatic, religious garments and go and experience and live. Have life, and that more abundantly. Allow your soul to fully and freely experience and express itself by eliminating those fear-based things, and go for it. Are y'all hearing me? Am I getting through to you? All right. All right, I'm going to stop. Woo. I'm going to stop right here. Stop right here. I think I'm going to come back tomorrow. I know this was a pop-up, but I think I'm going to pop up tomorrow as well. I'm going to come back on tomorrow night, 7:30. Meet me here. And yes, I'll be here. I promise I will. I will. I'm not going to let nothing stop me. That is my intention. I'll be here tomorrow, 7:30. Because I sense that I got a lot more that I need to say. But I don't want to wear you out. So just, I don't know what all of it is going to be either. But whatever it is, I'm going to say it. Meet me back here tomorrow at 7:30. Meet me back here tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. sharp. I will meet you here. Okay? Meet me back here. Yeah, Toya. Set an alarm on your phone, set a notification in your phone, or whatever you need to do. If you haven't signed up for the free text notifications that I send out to let you know when we're getting ready to come on, go ahead and sign up right now. The information scrolling at the bottom of your screen. But meet me here tomorrow night at 7:30. Ooh. That's not nervousness. That's urgency. I just heard you. Ooh, I'm feeling nervous. No, that's not nervousness. That's urgency. That's your soul quaking and awakened, saying, do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. You remember this? You remember this? Remember we said we were going to do this? Remember you said you was going to do this? Remember? You remember? That's urgency that you're feeling. Give in to it. You know who you are. Don't make me call your name. Please don't make me call your name. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. You know exactly who you are. That's urgency. Anyway, I was talking about the notifications. I'm sorry. Yeah, sign up for the notifications so you know when I'm coming back on. I'll be back on tomorrow at 7:30. Meet me here at 7:30. I know I got a lot more that I want to say to you, a lot more that I need to say, and I'm going to say. I don't know exactly what it is, but I do know that it's there. I can feel it like right here in my chest, pushing up, and so just meet me here tomorrow, 7:30. And we're gonna get down to it. Woo! 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 Oh, Sunday later boko shindididiando. Y'all, man. Oh my goodness. I gotta get off. I'm gonna stop. I am going to stop because I feel myself losing myself in this moment. I'm going to let you rest and I'm going to let me rest. And we're going to be back here tomorrow at 7:30. Okay? Take an opportunity to give, to sow tonight, give a gift, to express your appreciation and your love for what you're receiving, to show that you love and support me, you support the work that I'm doing, and that you are grateful for what you're receiving, you value it. Take a moment to show that appreciation by giving tonight. Use the Cashapp or the Zelle. Any amount that you give is acceptable. I don't care if it's 5 cents, 2 cents, 1 cent. It is absolutely acceptable, whatever it is. But give something to demonstrate that you value what you have received tonight. Every single one of you that's on this live, take this opportunity to give. Every single one of you, take this opportunity to give. Whatever amount it is, it's $1. It doesn't matter to me. 10,000, 100,000, or $1, or 25 cents, or a nickel, or a dime, or a penny. But take the opportunity to give. Do that tonight. Go ahead and do it now while you got your phone in your hand, before you start getting busy doing something else and you forget about it. Go ahead and take an opportunity and do that right now. Do it right now. Do it right now. Okay? If you don't remember anything else that I've said, you might remember these words that came directly from God. The rest of this year is going to be golden. I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30. Don't be late.